Hey guys, welcome back to some more Guild of Guardians. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the beasts that are coming. And I also want to note, I'm not sure exactly what these are that we're going to be able to claim in here. Haven't really seen this before, but we know that in August, in a little bit into the future, that Act 2 is going to be coming. There's going to be a lot of updates, which are going to bring some additional things for the guild. It is going to bring additional beasts, which is what we're going to look at the pets today and see and really show you what they're kind of looking at. And again, I'm kind of wondering what that is. So when you start looking at the beasts, and I don't think they're in the vault as of right now to go ahead and move over, which nope, the assets right now are not in the vault because we did buy and we do have a few beasts. And I want to go over the utility. This is a question that I keep getting from a lot of different players is what is going to be the utility when it comes to the beasts themselves. So I'm going to go over to Token Trove and show you kind of what it looks like. So this is one of the home screens for Guild of Guardians over on Token Trove. This, of course, does have pets. Pets can be equipped into battle to provide unique bonuses to your dungeon rewards, such as bonus drops or higher probability of, and it doesn't continue right there. And I don't know if you can expand it, but looking at the pets themselves, and I'm going to call them pets because I know in AFK Arena, they are called beasts. So looking in here, we have 4 level of beasts, and we're going to look at the white paper in just a minute because I'm going to break down kind of how I think this is going to work, how I can see it fundamentally working. So right here is our common beast, and you'll notice common, normal, founder. These are the original ones. If you've been with Guild of Guardians, if you've been with the developmental and seen it through the years, honestly years at this point, the beasts did come out quite a while ago. They never had any utility, but even at that point, we had a lot of Guardians, no utility. But right here, you can see that the price of these have actually started going up. And some of the prices have actually come down dramatically because of the price of Ethereum and kind of how that all works together. So we have Hunter Beasts. And then if you start looking a little bit further down here, we have Scouts, which is the second one, the pet types, and then Workers. Now, a lot of players are saying, and again, kind of speculation at this point, that workers are going to be the most important, that workers are going to be passive. And I'm going to show you exactly why in just a minute. We're kind of thinking that. So then you start getting into the normal beasts. So these are not, the regular run of the mill, the little bit of a, hey, this one's the common beast, which of course is normal. This one is the rare beast, similar to what we see with our Guild of Guardians heroes. And then this is our epic beast. And then this, of course, is our legendary beast. So there's going to be a couple different tiers when it comes to the beast. And of course, with the tiers, there's going to be a lot more utility when the beasts are coming. And again, this is coming relatively soon to the game. So making sure, and if I look at my assets itself, which I don't think my wallet's connected, I did pick up all of these epic beasts. So unfortunately, I didn't pick up the legendaries. And you can see, even looking at the price, is there's not a ton of these available. I mean, you're talking, what, 1,000 here. Even here, there's only 400 of these available. 41 for sale, 37 and 26. Again, when it comes to the beasts, when it comes to utility, the amount of players that are currently playing Guild of Guardians, these beasts are going to be pretty rare. Now, my thought is, and again, this is just kind of speculation at this point, is when we release the beasts, I'm assuming they're going to give us the ability to probably summon these basic beasts. Now, I know a lot of players that did go in here, they minted the beasts early, but I feel like they're going to have to give free-to-play players the ability to actually pick up and utilize beasts, or that is going to be a very, very big miss from the Guild of Guardians team. So I think there's going to be some beasts, or just like we've seen with the regular Guardians and with the rarity of the Guardians, the series of the Guardians, since these are all founders, the founders might stay as is being the founders, and they might just come out with a couple new beasts that you can actually summon, just like we see with the regular Guardians that you can summon within here. We might see a little bit of an update of what you can get. And of course, founder ones, if you've been playing the game, utilizing the Guardians, they are a lot stronger than a majority of the beasts. So my assumption is, again, when you look at Generation 1, when you think of Core 1, they're going to have lower stats or essentially give you a lower level than what we see with these founders. And that is the big reason why within Token Trove, picking these up are important. And I really think I'm going to pick up some of these legendary beasts. Even if we pick them up utility-wise, they are going to have and do a few different things, which we'll look at in just a minute in the white paper. But absolutely, guys, these beasts are going to be a game changer. This is exactly why. So we get into pets and energy boosters. Please note, this is in the process of being revised. It has said that really forever. So the pet summaries. So pet creatures you bind to your team, which gives various benefits, including increased crafting resources, increased item drop chance, or dungeon rewards. All three of those could be pretty big. Pets can initially be purchased during the pre-sale, but then they can be found for sale by players once the game launches, which again, this is really, really old. So we have our three types of pets. So we have our workers, we have our scouts, and we have our hunters. This is what they do functionality. So workers, passive generation of crafting resources. So when you start thinking of the tier, 1 through 6 gear we currently get in the second part, so in kind of the first part is the Dread 1 Act 1. When Act 2 comes out, it is understanding, and a lot of players are saying that we're going to get tier 7 through 12 when it comes to gear. So thinking of the worker beast, if I can get passive generation of crafting resources, and of course, we're going to have much higher tier gear at that point, the workers are going to be a game changer, giving you the ability to craft the much higher gear. That is, of course, exponentially going to be more expensive. And also with the adventure mode, we're going to open up the second part of it, or Act 2, which is going to have a few more dungeons. So game-wise, it is going to almost double. It is going to be massive when you start looking at the game. Because I know right now for a lot of players, it's just a lot of the grind kind of going over and over and over. But I feel like once we get into, Act 2, once we start getting into Act 3, Act 4, so on and so forth, this game is just going to exponentially really blow up. Looking at the scouts, increases dungeon item drop chance. This again, if we have the ability to get more items in the dungeons, it seems like it's going to make a big difference when you're going in there. And I don't know if this is going to be the auto sweep function when we're going in there. So when you look at the dungeons, I also don't know if this is going to apply to any of the other game modes. When you start looking at the endless mode, is this going to make a difference? Is this going to make an effect in the endless mode? Is it going to change, the different game modes? Is this going to be just literally in the adventure, in the acts themselves? Then, of course, the hunters increase dungeon completion rewards. Again, questions come up with this. Dungeon completion rewards. Does that mean that using a hunter and going through the first time, is the scouts going to affect if you do the sweep, where the hunters are not going to, because it's not considered running through and completing the dungeon? I don't know. We don't know at that point exactly what this is going to look like. Then we have the rarity. So the ways that this could work is even here where increased dungeon item drop chance, common might be 1%, epic, or rare could be 2%, it could be 3%, 5%. We could see even like a 10, 20, 30, 40%. I don't know exactly what kind of the multiplication factor is going to be. But of course, if you're building out better pets and if you're getting them at a higher rarity, the chances are, again, exponentially, it's going to be more of a return when it comes to this game. And I really feel like once they figure out exactly what this kind of the ecosystem is going to be, the universe is going to be, what's going to be the function of the Gilded Guardian token, I feel like we're going to start seeing a lot more players coming to this game. Because honestly, when it came out, it was a little bit rough. We have done so many refinements, so many additions, so many changes, and then also sticking with all of the bug fixes, everything else that they continuously work on is going to make this really, really beneficial. But we know again that the pets are coming, and they are coming pretty soon. Having the ability to get them, and again, I feel like once we know the true utility of pets, once it goes live, we're going to see the cost over here on Token Trove go up exponentially. Because again, there's not a ton of pets to be bought. Even looking here, I want to pick up, and if I do happen to pick up all three of these legendary pets, I'm just going to take my rare pets, I'm going to sell them. So kind of offset some of the cost right there with the beast that we're getting. And of course, looking at the beast, the most expensive one right here is the Hunter Beast. So again, it's going to be pretty interesting to see the utility on these, what exactly it does look like for the beast, what is going to be the functionality, because again, we don't know exactly how it's going to look when it comes to Gilded Guardians and exactly what the role essentially they're going to play within here. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.